Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going over your favorite activewear of 2025. Every year I have an annual best activewear of the year video. I just published my best activewear of 2025, and I thought it would be fun to ask you guys what your favorite activewear of the year was. So I made a survey and I sent it out to you guys on Instagram and also on my YouTube community tab. And so many of you guys filled it out. So thank you for anyone who participated. I did create a little incentive to make it worth your time. So we do have a giveaway winner. Anyone who filled out the form was automatically entered into a giveaway to win a $100 gift card to the activewear brand of your choice. I didn't ask your names on the form, but I did ask your email. So if your name is M. Bates, check your email because you are the winner. Thank you for being so thorough in filling out the form. Anyways, I've always been curious what your favorite pieces of the year are. Of course, I get feedback from you guys here and there saying you really liked this or you didn't really like this. So after hundreds of responses, we finally have your guys' favorite activewear of 2025, and we're gonna go over the top 3 in every category. A lot of these were very validating because a lot of your favorites are also my favorite pieces, and as a reviewer, that just means a lot to me because I've been doing this for a long time. I think I started YouTube back in like 2018, and I truly do want you guys to love what I recommend. I wouldn't still be here making recommendations, and you guys wouldn't still be here shopping based on my recommendations if I wasn't recommending things that I actually love that you guys end up actually loving. Especially with the rise of TikTok shop influencers lately, I just feel like it really undermines what it means to be a content creator when people just sell anything, and I truly do take so much pride in the things that I recommend, and I have no poker face, so if I don't like something, I literally couldn't even lie to you. You would know. You would know that I'd be lying. So I was very happy to see that a lot of my favorites you guys also shared the love for. But I will say, some of these things did shock me, and I did have to buy a few pieces that I didn't even have in my own wardrobe. So we'll see if those become favorites. So I asked you guys a bunch of questions on what your top brands were for the year, any new brands you discovered, favorite leggings, shorts, sports bras, tops, etc. And I will say this was not easy digesting all of this information because I'm gonna be honest, some of you guys don't know how to fill out a Google form, okay? I should have included some more instructions, but I really had to piece together a lot of these answers. So anyone who included like a full brand and item name in each of the answers, just know I love you. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. Also, guys, I just got my hair done, and every time I get my hair done, I think it's too blonde. I did get some little front pieces though, which I'm feeling, but I'm kind of considering going darker next time or just like going to my natural hair color, which is like this. Anyways, side tangent. All right, the first question was, what is your top brand of 2025? And like I said, every category, we're going to do our top 3. Number 1, favorite brand of 2025. We had a lot of Buff Bunny lovers in this Google form, which I guess makes sense because some of my top viewed videos are my Buff Bunny reviews. So you guys are here for the Buff Bunny reviews. 27% of you guys picked Buff Bunny as your top brand. Brand number 2 was Honor Active at 14%. I agree. I think Honor has really been on the up and up. I think they're doing a lot of things right. And I think that they honestly just kind of make shopping simple by having their key pieces just keep coming back in the same colors. So 14% of you guys said Honor Active, and 13% of you guys said Alphalete was your top brand of 2025. The next question was, what new brands did you discover in 2025? And the number 1 response here was Honor Active. 12% of you guys discovered Honor as your new favorite brand of the year. The second new brand you guys discovered was Petula at 11%. I think Petula really turned it around this year. I absolutely love that they're doing almost all of their leggings in a sculpt and a classic version. So one with a little elastic up the back rise and one without, because some people are here for the scrunch and some people aren't. 11% of you guys put Petula for this response. And tied for number 3 brands that you guys discovered, we have CRZ Yoga. I think they are by far one of the best affordable brands. And then tied for that place is Ingia, which is actually the sister company to CRZ. Personally, I reach for Ingia just a little bit more. Almost all of my solid core classes, I'm going for a little Ingia set. The third question was, what brand was the most forgettable this year? And it's funny because the top brand that you guys liked was Buff Bunny, but the most forgettable brand listed at 16% of responses was Buff Bunny. I have to admit, I feel like Buff Bunny started the year strong last year, but then we just kind of ended up with the same leggings. And honestly, as a girly who just doesn't love aggressive scrunch or Miracle Seamless, that kind of seems like all we got the second half. So I can see where this is coming from. The second most forgettable brand was Alphalete at 15%. I feel like Alphalete is still kind of making its comeback era. Then the third most forgettable brand was Gymshark Gymshark at 14%. I don't think I even did one single Gymshark haul last year. That's how forgettable they were to me. Honestly, their stuff just never looks good, and it truly just feels like they're stuck in like 2018. All right, moving on to specific categories. I have all the pieces back here for you guys. Your favorite leggings of the year. This one actually did surprise me, and I guess it makes sense, but I just wasn't expecting this. So the number one listed legging for the best legging of 2025 from you guys is the Buff Bunny Legacy legging. For me, this one is shocking because this is such an OG Buff Bunny legging that I feel like we've kind of moved on from it, but I guess based on responses, we have not moved on from the Legacy leggings. Honestly, these will always be a classic legging for me that I know I can reach for, that feels good, looks good, and performs well. And I think it also really shows that you guys are not really here for the super lowering rises. Almost every brand in 2025 has started lowering rises to the point where they're starting to call leggings that are clearly a mid-rise, high-rise, and they're like gaslighting me saying, no, this is a high rise. I'm like, then why was high rise a year ago like 2 inches higher than this? They don't think I have videos and measurements of every single legging ever. So when people start lowering rises, I'm like, what's going on? Anyways, the Legacy leggings are the ultra high rise legging from Buff Bunny. They're their highest rise legging, made of the Newbury fabric. We have a double thickness waistband, no front seam. I never get any crotch tension in these, any discomfort. The Newbury fabric has about a medium compression, and we have that signature tri-seam detail in the back. They're flattering on the glutes, but no scrunches or anything, so solid medium to high, and just a classic legging. It was kind of hard to tell if a lot of you guys meant the Legacy legging or if you meant the Micro Legacy legging, which we also saw again last year. Personally, Micro Legacy is my preferred legging between the two. It's made of the same fabric, but it just has a slightly more delicate appearance. It's about an inch lower rise, but it's still a true high rise. And the seams in the back are a little bit more contoured around the glutes and just flatter a little bit more. So personally, I really love my Micro Legacy leggings, but really can't go wrong with either of these. The second most mentioned legging for your guys' favorite leggings of 2025 are the Petula Bear Pro leggings. Again, this was another one where it was hard to tell in the comments if you guys just meant Bear, Bear Pro, Bear Form. So Petula Bear as a general category won the second best legging. I 100% agree with this. My Petula Bear leggings, specifically the Bear Pro Classic leggings, are just such a great legging. The Bear Pro just has a little bit more hold compared to the Bear. These leggings just hug your body so well. Solid high rise, no front seam of course. The Classic leggings don't have any scrunch in the back, so they're never giving me any camel toe or anything like that. And Petula Bear truly is the best of the heathered leggings. There are quite a few heathered leggings out there, and I don't think anyone does it as well as Petula Bear. And then the third favorite leggings of the year, the Alpha Elite Pump leggings. These were my favorite leggings of the year, so some validation there. These are kind of Alpha Elite's comeback legging. They had the Amplify that they were just kind of riding on for years, and they finally decided to come out with a glute sculpting legging. And these are by far the most comfortable yet subtle glute enhancing legging that I've tried. Compared to something like a Define Impact, those are incredibly restrictive and very hard to get on, and just honestly super uncomfortable leggings. I really don't understand the popularity behind Define. These have a lot more stretch to them. Even though they're a compressive seamless, they're not as difficult to get on, and they have this subtle glute lifting panel that really does make your glutes defy gravity and actually lifts them up without giving you too much of a monkey butt appearance. So these just do a really good job. They also come in a mid and a high rise, so I love the rise options. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of these in 2026. All right, the second legging item specific question is what your favorite flare or wide legging is of the year. And we didn't get like any flare legging responses. I think because like no one made flare leggings this year, people really doubled down on wide leggings. And most of you guys just didn't even answer this question at all. So we have our 3 wide leg winners. Number 1 is the Iorio Eddie wide leg pant. Again, this one is validating because this was also my favorite wide leg pant of the year. These pants are made of such a lightweight, stretchy, flowy material. It's also slightly sleek, so they don't attract a ton of pet fur. They're a high rise, a little bit higher than the Honor Active soft motion pants. No front seam. They come in 3 inseams, and they've also been slowly expanding into the 35-inch inseam territory, which is really what I need. Right now I have these in the 33-inch inseam, and by the time they ride up, which all wide leg pants ride up, don't ask me if there's a pair of wide leg pants that don't ride up because it doesn't exist. You certainly can ask me, I'll just tell you that it doesn't exist. But they do ride up for me. These have curved seams in the back. The back rise doesn't really really go up the glutes or anything, but it still flatters back there, but I get no crotch tension or anything. These are just a really great, affordable wide leg option. And even though they're affordable, they're better than a lot of the high-end options. The number 2 best wide leg pant is the Honor Active Soft Motion Bottom. This is the OG, the blueprint, if you will. These are more mid to high rise. The soft motion material is not quite as sleek as the Yorio ones, but they are very, very stretchy and very lightweight. They have a really great flow to them. No front seam, curved glute seams, and the seam is a little bit shorter in the back, so it does go up the glutes and give you that flattering little wedgie moment. They do ride up. Unfortunately, I got these in the regular inseam because I didn't understand wide leg pants at first. They do come in a taller option. I just have the regular one. And I felt like this was impressive considering these just came out for Black Friday, but the Buff Bunny Posh Knit straight leg pants were your number 3 favorite wide leg pant of the year. I really do think these are so well done. First of all, I love the Buff Bunny Posh Knit material, one of my favorite fabrics of all time. It goes a little bit lower in the front, so it is still technically considered a high rise, but I do feel like it comes down a little bit in the front and then it goes up in the back, which is good because it also just covers the hips on the side, which I like. The back rise seam goes up the glutes a little bit, curved seams, and these flare a little bit lower down on the leg, more like mid to lower thigh, so they don't ride up quite as much as some. So it's almost the cat's lunchtime and they are sitting here like 2 little loaves of bread. I'm gonna put the video on the screen, ready to go, facing the door. So as soon as I get up for lunchtime, they're gonna run. Next question was what your favorite shorts were of the year. And again, very validating for me, the Alphalete pump shorts. These are truly such a good short. We already talked about the pump leggings, so you know the details, but something about the shorts specifically, they just sit so nicely on the glutes, and because they're nice and compressive on the thighs, they're compressive like in a uniform way all the way down the leg, so it doesn't just sausage your thighs, but the compression allows them to stay in place, and these like never ride up on me, even though they're only about a 4.5 inch inseam. These shorts really changed my opinion on shorter inseam shorts. Normally I was a 6 inch, 7 inch only girl, but the 4.5 inch on these really surprisingly works well. And now that I'm looking at it, your favorite shorts are just your favorite leggings in a shorts form. So the second favorite for your best shorts, Petula Bear shorts. 100% agree. These are a very solid 6 inch inseam high-rise short made of the Bear Pro fabric. It's flattering, they stay put, they're not restrictive. They hug the body perfectly, but they still almost feel weightless. I do agree with you guys, these are an amazing short. And then you had the Legacy leggings in your favorite, so the number 3 short are the Legacy shorts. Personally, I go for the 6 inch inseam shorts. The Legacy shorts are a little bit lower rise than the leggings. They're more of a classic high rise. No front seam. I don't get any camel toe on these. You have that tri-seam detail in the back. Just a very classic, reliable short. All right, moving on to your favorite sports bras. Honestly, almost all of these surprised me. And this category was where we started to get a little bit more divided in the responses. For the favorite leggings, it was pretty unanimous, the top 3. For the sports bras, we got so many different responses. Starting out with the sports bra that I was very surprised to see at number 1. Again, a Buff Bunny classic, the Buff Bunny Revolution bra. This bra is so old. I think it's from 2019. And again, I think it just shows that some of the best pieces are like our OG pieces from years ago, and people are starting to revert back to their OG favorites. This color specifically is literally from 2019, so I really need to get an updated color. They have improved the coverage a little bit since the beginning, so this bra does work for me a little bit better now than it used to. I used to feel like I would just kind of fall out of it, but it has been better. I just don't even know where my other colors are at this point. But yeah, this is a very classic Buff Bunny sports bra. Beautiful square neckline, long line, removable cut pads, and a very cute little strappy back. It's classic, medium support, flattering, and cute. The second favorite sports bra is the Alphalete Lena sports bra. I think just because I wasn't really loving Alphalete sports bras in general this year, this definitely was my favorite sports bra from them of the year. But as a whole, I just feel like they didn't really do a great job on their bras this year, mostly when it comes to being large cup size friendly. So I was honestly just surprised to see an Alphalete bra on the top bras of the year for you guys. But this was your second most common response, the Alphalete Lena bra. This is made of their Tenacity fabric. It has a really nice velvety soft feel. This rounded kind of scooping neckline. We have this little inverted contour bra band. It's super short line, very flattering. I work out in this one quite often and it does work for me, but I wouldn't really consider it like truly large cup size friendly. I just like make it work. In the back of this bra is where it really shines. It has this really cute strappy back. You can kind of move these straps so they can be straight up and down or come in the back, and it's just very cute. I also feel like the pieces that launch the most tend to become your guys' favorites because there's so many opportunities to try them in different colors. Like if you have one sports bra, even if it was really good, but it only launched in one launch, it's kind of less likely to make it on your guys' favorites because less of you guys are trying it overall. And this bra did launch quite a few times last year. Then we have a tie for your guys' third place favorite bra. Starting out with the Buff Bunny Rosita bra. This was a part of Teresa's Vita collection. And again, me and Teresa, we just see eye to eye on a lot of things. And she loves a good BTC friendly bra. And she's also a Rosa bra fan. And this is basically the short line version of the Rosa bra and actually has a little bit more coverage compared to the updated Rosa bra. A nice medium, maybe even medium high support, very flattering fit, super functional, and just a great classic sports bra. I definitely hope to see this one back this year. And clearly my BTC girlies were coming through because as a tie for your third favorite bra, we have the Dream Heather Twilight bra. This is one of Buff Bunny's most high coverage sports bras. And the Dream Heather fabric also has good compression, so this one just really holds the girls in. Another solid medium to high support, full coverage sports bra, crisscross straps in the back, long line, just a very nice supportive sports bra. I think my takeaway so far is you guys like full coverage sports bras and you guys like the classics coming back. Also, I do apologize if I'm talking funny. I have a canker sore on my lip. So just one of those things that makes it literally painful to speak, but the show must go on. All right, the next category is your favorite tops of 2025. This was even more divided than sports bras. And the number one response overall was either just pump covers in general or Buff Bunny pump covers. So think your oversized tees. Buff Bunny did launch a lot of graphic tees this year. This is just one of the examples. This is a size medium, just a 100% cotton oversized tee that you throw on over your outfit to the gym. If you're feeling like you just want to cover up a little bit more. Now that it's winter, I am wearing more pump covers just to stay a little bit covered. And then for specific tops that were mentioned, the number one most listed top for your favorite tops of the year was the Buff Bunny Halo tops in general. So this is the Buff Bunny Halo baby tee, but in the whole line of Buff Bunny Halo, they have long sleeves, they have full length tops, they have full length long sleeves. We even had a halter top. So clearly you guys just like the Halo tees. This is one where I'm simultaneously a little bit shocked by, but also I understand. I feel like this is one of those things that's just launched so many times that eventually, you know, everyone just tries it. And it is very soft. And I really do love these styles. And I love the options that they have in terms of baby tees and full length tees, long sleeves and short sleeves. But overall, Buff Bunny Halo is just not my favorite material. I think it snags easily. It shows sweat before you even sweat. And almost every color is just a little bit sheer. So I think if you like a really lightweight top, it's great. But personally, these just aren't my favorite fabric wise. Number two of your favorite tops is the Alphalete baby tees. We had a couple different Alphalete baby tees. This is just the classic one. I personally prefer the Alphalete baby tee compared to the Buff Bunny baby tees because this is a cotton spandex blend. So it does have a cotton feel, but it has some stretch to it. It's much more opaque. It is a slightly relaxed fit. And I do wish that they came in a full length because this is like a true waist length fit. But I think the fabric on these tees is really nice. It shows sweat eventually, but not quite as quickly as the Buff Bunny Halo. And the third favorite top that you guys had picked are the Lululemon Swiftly Tech tops. So this is kind of just a general category because they have long sleeves, tanks, short sleeves, different lengths. I got the Swiftly Tech long sleeve in the waist length. I did actually have to purchase this for this video, but I've already tested it out. I've already run in it. And I think I did have a Swiftly Tech top when I was like a kid and my mom got me, but it was like a size 10 because that was the only size in the clearance section and we could never shop full price Lululemon because honestly, who does? This was actually on clearance too. Probably because it's this like pea yellow color, but I thought it looked a little bit more neon on the website. Anyways, you guys know I often talk about how I love seamless tops for walks and running, and this is kind of like the OG seamless top. I will say there are things I like about it and there are things I don't like about it. First of all, I love all of the options. This is a size 2 though, and it still is a little bit loose. I prefer my activewear to be a little bit more form-fitting, especially for running. I just don't like my stuff to be moving around too much. So I do feel like this runs big, especially because I'm not a size 2 and this was still big. This is also the waist length, but it goes to my hip and I have a long torso. So I do think that it's more of a high hip length, but I love the length of this. I also absolutely love these little cuffs that they have. They basically integrated like a ribbed cuff you would see on a jacket with a little hidden thumb hole here into the top. And it also has targeted ventilation areas under the arm in the center back. So this is like the OG performance ventilated lightweight seamless top. The fabric is super thin and maybe a little bit shapeless. So personally, I prefer the Buff Bunny seamless tops to this. It has a little bit more shape. It's more form-fitting and it has a lot of the same elements with the ventilated underarms, similar ribbed cuffs with thumb holes. I think the Lululemon one is a little bit nicer, but I just prefer the fit of the Buff Bunny ones, and they just kind of like sculpt the body a little bit more without being super tight. As someone who doesn't shop a lot of Lululemon, I can't say I was super surprised with these tops because I think these are one of like their best items. But personally, I do think there are slightly better alternatives now. Also full price Lululemon, $78, full price Buff Bunny, $34. So, and like honestly, the quality is the same. All right, next category is best jackets, and you guys had some similar thoughts on this one. You weren't quite as divided as the tops in the sports bras. Starting out, we all know Alphalete or a Sculpt jacket. Just objectively the best jacket of the year. This one is just so great. This was also my favorite jacket of the year. It has a really nice high hip length made of the Aura material, nice and soft, stretchy, but it has good structure in the front. It has these hidden zippered pockets, a locking zipper, and this very unique collar. It's literally the only active jacket I have that doesn't have a mock neck collar. So if you just don't want something creeping up on your neck, this is the jacket for you. And I feel like it just has a really elegant look. It just almost has this tailored appearance and it's just so nice. It's not super snug on the waist. So if you don't like when your jackets are super tight, that's perfect. Personally, I would like it to be a little bit more snug, but because of the structure, it doesn't look baggy or anything. Your second favorite jacket of 2025 is the Lululemon Define jacket. This is my OG Lululemon Define jacket. I literally got this as a gift. This was actually a gift from my grandma when I was like 14, which was a very generous gift from her, and I literally still have it. But yeah, the Lululemon Define jacket is the OG active jacket. And again, following the theme here, you guys like your OG pieces. This is a size 6. I think it's a little bit big, so I prefer the size 4. But the jacket just has so many great features. It has a full zip. This one does have the mock neck collar, but it has the zipper garage, so the zipper doesn't irritate your skin. We do have zip pockets. One of my gripes with this jacket is I wish that these zippered pockets were the hidden style zipper and not like the bulky zipper. We also have some ventilation in the back. We have thumb holes, and then we also have cuff-ins. So this is a great feature if your hands get cold. Pinto! Do you guys hear that? Pinto's coming to play springs. Pinto! Pinto! Pinto, come here! But yeah, I think a lot of jackets have similar features these days, so I just don't reach for these quite as much. Also, they keep making them with like the gold zipper, and I'm not really a big fan of that, but again, not super surprised because this is a classic. And number 3 for your guys' favorite jackets is the Buff Bunny Colorado zip jacket. I think this was my best jacket of 2024, which is no surprise because this was actually meant to be in my collection for Buff Bunny. So validating that you guys like my jacket. The Buff Bunny Colorado fleece material has a sleek feel on the outside, but almost a fleece-lined feel on the inside, so it keeps you nice and warm. It's a really great material for a jacket. This one is an over-the-hip length and kind of a body skimming fit. It's not super snatching. Mock neck collar with a zipper garage. We have a zippered pocket on the sleeve. We have the hidden style zippers, full zip, and then we also have the thumb holes with the cuff-ins. So basically all of the same features that the Lululemon jacket has, except I just think it has a much more sleek appearance, and I really like the material. So I'm glad that you guys like this one too. All right, the last category of your favorites is your favorite lounge sets. So for this category, a lot of you guys just dropped brand names and not items. So it was kind of hard to piece together what your favorites actually were. Again, thank you to the people who put like Buff Bunny threads instead of just like Buff Bunny or threads. But the number 1 favorite for lounge was actually a set that I had not yet tried yet, but I am working on my best sweats review, guys. I just take my time. Your number 1 favorite lounge set is Honor Active foundations. So this is my first time trying the Honor Active foundations line, and it's about a mid-weight classic sweat material. It's a cotton polyester. It has a classic sweatshirt feel on the outside and a fuzzy fleece lining. It has no spandex, so it doesn't have any stretch, but it does feel like it has enough structure that it shouldn't be stretching out. So I got the zip hoodie and the straight leg sweatpants. I did not get the oversized fit ones, but I'm gonna be honest, these are pretty oversized. First of all, I'm glad that they come in a short, regular, and tall length. I think they come in 3 lengths. Confirm. Yes, they do come in 3 lengths. I got the small, tall length, and Honor Active really bothers me because although I love a lot of their stuff, they don't put their inseam lengths on the website. So it's just a guessing game. Like if you have an inseam length, just put it on the website. So I do the dirty work for you guys, and the tall inseam is actually only 31 inches, which is shorter than expected. Even though these aren't the oversized fit, they actually have one that is super oversized. They still do have an oversized fit. These feel like I'm wearing a size medium. I don't actually mind it. I don't think they are uncomfortably or unsightly baggy, but because of that, the crotch does drop a little bit lower, and for that reason, they actually were a decent length on me. They have a high-rise fit with an elastic waistband, and they do have an internal drawstring. I thought it was an interesting choice that they made metal aglets for an internal drawstring because I tucked these on the inside of my pants, and I was like, oh, that's very cold because they're metal. So just an interesting choice. Front pockets, they have a classic straight leg fit. The material feels soft, nice, comfortable. I did really like the pants. The sweatshirt is also a very oversized fit. I feel like I'm wearing a size large, but this is a size small. It's also very long. It's an over the hip length. You guys know when it comes to my sweatshirts, I do prefer a high hip length. I wanted to just overlap with the bottoms just a little bit. So the sweatshirt is not totally my style. I do like a zip hoodie though. We have a hood, we have a drawstring, we have the metal aglets again. We do have 2 front pockets, and I thought it was a nice surprise that on the right side of the pocket, they have a little hidden zipper pocket. So keep your keys nice and secure. So I thought that was a nice little bonus feature. So yeah, I'm still working on my sweats video, but I thought these were pretty good. A close second was the Buff Bunny plush fleece. This is actually my favorite lounge of 2025. So again, validating, this is a heavyweight fleece, and on the outside, it has this almost ribbed texture with a classic, almost brushed feel. And the inside is a nice thick fleece. This material also has the benefit of having a little bit of spandex. It's a cotton polyester spandex. So you have a little bit of stretch. This also helps the garment with some shape retention because that spandex just kind of rebounds back to where it was. I love the zip hoodie on this one. We do have front pockets with little internal mesh pockets, a hoodie in the back, kind of a drop shoulder, but this one is more of a high hip fit. So I love that. And we also have 3 lengths on the straight leg pants, but I think the tall is like 34 inches. So it's significantly longer than the Honor. So if Honor wasn't quite tall girl friendly enough for you, the Buff Bunny ones have a lot more length to them. And the drawstring on the pants is also external for these. I'm pretty sure these are currently sold out, but since we are deep into winter, I think these will be coming back. And your third favorite lounge set is actually still on the way right now. It is the Comfort Airport set. I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys to review the brand Comfort, so it's coming. The reason why I don't have it in time for this video is because I actually did a recount of every single item right before I filmed this. And again, the responses weren't super easy to decipher, but in the end, a good number of you guys said the Comfort Airport set was your favorite. So that will be coming, and when that does, I will insert a little try on for you guys. All right, super quick, here are the joggers. They're a 29-inch inseam, which for me is good, but I think they only come in the 1 inseam. Very nice heavyweight, almost like velvety material. I don't remember if these are unisex or not, but if they are, I feel like this is a little bit small for like a men's small. It also comes up really high, like these are super high-waisted. You can wear them a little bit lower, but the waist is just a little bit snug. There's no drawstring, but luckily the waist fits me well enough. And we have these nice pockets that are lined with the same material as this outer material, so they're nice and soft. The zipper pocket on the leg is a really nice touch. And then we also have a back pocket. So I only bought these for $35. I think that's an incredible deal for the thickness and quality of the sweats that I'm feeling right now, especially with the additional pockets and everything. Honestly, they do feel really nice, even if you do buy them for the $70. A lot of brands are selling sweatpants with even less going on for that price, so I don't think it's a bad deal. So I actually happened to buy this set on sale, and the whole set together is less than $100. So clearly they do pretty good sales. So I would definitely be waiting for a sale because this material actually does feel really nice. It's a nice, thick, heavyweight fleece. It almost has like a velvety feel on the outside and then a very soft fleece on the inside. My biggest complaint is that it is very long, and I don't like really long sweatshirts. So as you can see, it goes like way over my butt. And then zip hoodies, I feel like just don't like bag up. Oh gosh. This is a lot of sweatshirt, so I wish we could just like chop 5 inches off the bottom. But other than that, it has a lot of really nice features. We have front pockets, little organization pockets. We have zippered pockets, another zippered pocket on the sleeve. And then the feature that made this jacket go viral is it literally has a built-in eye mask. So you can just do not disturb on the plane. How fun. So I like it, but I may try to exchange for the non-zip version because it's just It's too much going on. So that is it for your favorite activewear of 2025. Let me know if any of these surprised you guys, but I really appreciated your participation in this. If you guys want me to do this again next year, let me know down below. I thought it was fun to see what you guys liked that I also like, but also that you guys introduced me to new pieces. I always love suggestions from you guys. I love trying new brands. I love trying new pieces. So if you guys have any favorites that I didn't talk about today, make sure to comment them down below and I can try them and then share for the masses, because maybe there are some hidden gems that I just don't know about. If you made it this far, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, how could you even possibly make it this far in the video if you aren't subscribed? Like, you are one of our besties if you are still here. So make sure you subscribe. It's free. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.